I've bought 2 of those Keychain digital cameras from AliExpress. If I give it more than a moment's thought, it's embarrassing. I've paid to have 2 lumps of e-waste shipped halfway across the world on a container ship full of fidget spinners and selfie sticks. I suppose I'm doing it so that you don't have to. If you feel tempted to buy one of these, watch this video to the end to see the kind of quality you'll be getting from these precision photographic instruments. It might just convince you not to bother. Behold, 2 cameras that are just slightly larger than a human penis. Before me, I have the Thumbcamera X514 and the Life camera.
A camera, an ornament.
Yeah, an ornament when it inevitably breaks and then rests ornamentally in the bin. They both come with keychains that will make your skin turn green and a dazzling array of features. Photo and video modes. We won't be exploring the video today. An LCD screen for viewfinder and image review at 0.9 inches. An LED flash. Micro SD card slot. USB-C connector, and they function as a webcam. Listed on AliExpress as Retro Mini Keychain Thumb Camera 1080p HD Recorder Built-in Flash Autofocus 130 degrees Wide Angle Lens LCD Screen Portable Camera. I'm going to call you Thumbcamera. And Mage Cam Retro Camera 720p Portable Vintage Very Small Camcorder 0.96 inch screen CCD Mini Camera Indoor Outdoor Support TF card. You are now known as The Ornament. I bought them for £6.70 and £6.30, which makes them about $10 a piece. It's actually insane to me that someone can design the device, write the software that does all the stuff, build thousands of them in a factory, package it and ship it across the world for less than the price of a fancy coffee at Starbucks. When you turn both cameras on, you get the same image of a sports car, painfully stretched out of aspect ratio. Interestingly though, they both appear to be running slightly different software with different menu graphics. Both cameras will take a photo without a memory card in, but there's no way to get the camera into computer connection mode without the micro SD card inserted, so those end up being trapped on the device forever. Actually shooting with the camera is fine. It's pretty quick to turn on and it saves photos quickly. The main gripe is simply because it's so incredibly small, it's really hard to keep stable and level while you're framing up a shot. The viewfinder LCD is also weirdly stretched, so you don't get a real look at your photo until you get it off the SD card. So what do the photos look like? Well, first of all, like the cameras themselves, their pictures are really small. The Ornament takes photos at 1280 by 960 pixels, so about 1.2 megapixels, and the Thumb camera 1920 by 1440 pixels, 2.7 megapixels. So the Thumb camera wins? Well, maybe not. Here's the same shot, with both under the same conditions. The Ornament delivers a photo. Not very inspiring, but it does look at least like an image, especially if you view it at 50% zoom. It's like taking a photo with that 1998 webcam that your dad had on his PC for an unspecified use. The Thumb camera's lens is wider, but it has a crazy saturation and looks more blurry. There's weird artifacting on hard lines that looks a bit like interlacing on an old video file. It makes me suspect that it's scaling the images. Could they both just be using the same sensor, but the Thumb camera just scales the image up badly in software? The on-screen menus show the following software versions for all you Trashcam software aficionados. It's fair to say that neither of these are particularly usable photos in any respect. So are these little cameras worth bothering with? For £6, it's a fun toy to play with for an hour, but I suspect it will then be relegated to a drawer and never looked at again, where it belongs.